Kin is now in Flipchat you can tip kin now to messages. So it's kind of like if you were instead of liking a message, you can tip it. So with kin, and you can easily scroll through how much kin you want to tip from like 1 to 99 kin. And this is pretty much a first in the industry. It's pretty much a first in the industry, and it's basically um I wouldn't say it's revolutionary because I don't think it will get used as much. I think it will get used, but not as much as people think. And it's a killer feature in terms of like that's why people will use it. I don't think that it is, but the technical side, the feature side of it is definitely unique, and it's definitely something that has never been done before in this way. So this is super interesting, and at the same time, I'm gonna explain exactly what it is, but at the same time, there is a developer who created the ability to extract the kin from your Flipchat account. So because you cannot withdraw kin from the Flipchat, but he developed a tool with which you can do that. So uh, that's that's there. And so, for example, say you open a group chat about any kind of topic, let's say about a meme coin or something, and then people can talk back and forth in that group chat, and then you double click on a message of someone, and then you can decide how much kin you want to tip them, and it's pretty much instant. Um, you quickly scroll to like say 50 kin and you hit, like submit, and then the person receives the kin in their balance. And it's going to be interesting to see when groups become larger how this is going to play out, especially for influencers. I think for influencers, this might be super interesting because if you see, for example, in Telegram introduced stars, and when Pavel Durov posts something in his channel with like 1 million something subscribers, people even give him stars, and those stars are earnings, literally earnings. So people give Pavel stars when he posts something, and this is basically the same thing, except it's working based on kin and it's directly on crypto. So it's kind of like something that Telegram already has, but here in this case, it's directly crypto. So that's super interesting. And um, the problem here, though, is the only problem is so far is what I found out is that when I try to get people onto Flipchat, the first thing that they experience is the barrier of needing to pay 99 cents to Google Play, for example, or Apple Store, in order to load their account with Kin, and that's a huge barrier for people to use Flipchat. So the fall off for first users is very high. So I suggested to Ted, why can't the influencer, since it's basically no cost to the influencer, can't the influencer load um for example like preload the invitation links and then send them out individually to people, or in their description of their YouTube or something, for people to get into the chat and be able to chat without having to pay the $1. And I think that that would be pretty good because um, you really want to have a frictionless sign up. The more frictionless it is, the better. And I think this preloading is actually not a bad idea. So basically, say you're an influencer and you want to get 10,000 people into your group chat. Um, and can't you just, give 10 kin each to each, and have the invitation links loaded? and then people would click on it and instantly be able to write in the group, kind of like a kind of like a um, when you have in Telegram, when you have the invitation links, you can say, okay, give only 10 or 100, and then you can play with that. That would be an option, for example. And I think that will be super important. I think the invitation links will be super important. And of course, you don't want to get bots in or spam. That's important. But if they're limited, then it should be fine. Um, and I think it will also create kind of like a what do you call it? Like a desire to get to be one of the first ones. So you'd be like, oh, I only have 20 invites, and then people will try to get in very quickly. And I think that might work, like the kind of like psychological scarcity thing for the influencers. And then I'll think then when we have media, videos, images, and so forth, then it starts to get really interesting. And especially also then with content unlock. And if the ability to withdraw kin is launched by that guy, I mean, he basically already did it. Where you just need the graphical user interface for it, and anybody could do that, whether it's him or someone else, and just launch basically the GUI for withdrawing the kin. I don't know if that will we will see what happens with that, but that's definitely an option that also Ted entertained, where he's like, yeah, that would be possible to have an external tool to like the time lock explorer to withdraw the kin. So basically what I'm saying is that Flipchat is continuing to improve and get better, and the Flipchat messenger is, I think, the first messenger in the world where you have direct crypto implementation, and that is super unique so far. But they have to find kind of like the frictionless sign up or invitation links, and the whole app needs to get a little bit better, of course. But I think that I could imagine that within a few months, that it gets really, really interesting, and especially also when DMs launch, because I think most people are more interested in DMs rather than group chat. Um, the group chat is more like for influencers, I feel, and the DMs are more like for the general market, and I think because I have a YouTube channel with like I have a YouTube channel with like a couple of thousand subscribers, and I could only get four people into the group chat because it's so you have to pay the $1, and people are kind of stingy and don't want to pay the $1 to join the chat. Oh, and that is kind of like a shame. So we need the invitation links, 100%. So I wanted to share that with you, and um it's slowly starting to get exciting. It's slowly starting to get to the point where if we get the invitation links also, this could really work. Yeah, so that's that for now.
Mm,